friend, and welcome to day 3 of our mobility series. As you can see, for me, it's technically a nighttime routine, but you can do this any time of day. It's going to feel great. We're going to get into a commonly neglected area of our body, both the feet and the ankles today. We'll also be feeling a little burn in the calves. And then as for our spiritual component, we are going to be discussing the habit of Jesus known as solitude. So you might be thinking, what? Yesterday we were just talking about community. That's right. Both community and solitude are practices of Jesus that we want to integrate into our day-to-day lives. So that's what we're diving into today. We're going to get started just with some calf raises. So coming up onto the toes and then coming back onto the heels. Yeah, so not only does Scripture say that Jesus was alone sometimes, it said he frequently would withdraw to go and pray. You know, all of these crowds would follow him, and yet he intentionally would break away to just spend time alone with the Father. From here, come to just one side of your mat. What we're going to do is just do some tippy toe walks. So coming up onto the tippy toes, walking up the mat and back. Now, this practice of solitude is one I think that comes more naturally to some women than others. I admittedly am one that it doesn't come as naturally to, and yet I am the first to admit that when I don't take time for solitude, it results in some irritation, some physical exhaustion. Go ahead, we're just going to do the same thing, but come onto our heels, so some heel walks. And just, I always kind of am left without gas in the tank. So maybe you can relate to that. And I'll tell myself, you know, yes, just keep saying yes to people, keep saying yes. And it's good to have a busy schedule, and yet it feels terrible, both in our bodies and then in our minds and in our spiritual life too. All right, come to the center of the mat. We're just going to roll to the outside of the foot and to the inside, taking these nice and slow. So I just want you to start thinking about how much time in your day do you take with just you and the Lord? All right, this next portion, if you have part of a wall you can kind of hang on to, I recommend that. We're going to be doing some single side calf raises. So just pop that left toe and go up and down on the right. Ooh, I already feel it. There's no need to rush these. Give me 2 more. You can hop straight into the other side. Pop that right toe, lift and lower. I used to kind of have this idea that in order to spend time with God, it had to look perfect. You know, I had to have my Bible out, my highlighters, a cup of tea or coffee or your morning drink of choice. And it became more of a performance than just presence. And so I'm here to tell you, ladies, that it doesn't have to look perfect. It could just be time with God in the car, where you turn off the music and talk with him. Give me one more here. And then go ahead and take some feet taps. Just tapping out the feet. Gonna do another single leg exercise here. So coming on, planting which foot did we do first? Plant the left foot and pop that right foot. You're gonna reach forward and reach back to one side of the mat, and then to the other side. So forward to one side and to the other side. I like to call these kind of Y steps, like you're making a letter Y with your feet. You will see that that planted leg is going to start feeling it. Keep a slight bend in the standing leg. This is great because your ankle is really having to work. We are strengthening it. Go at your own pace. These single leg exercises that we're doing are so good. They're going to reveal any weaknesses that we have, that we can focus on those areas. They're also particularly good for runners. We're going to finish this move. We're going to switch to the other side. I'm going to tell you why. All right, switching to the other side. Great job, guys. Find that balance. If you can find a non-moving spot on the ground, that'll help you with that balance. Yes, now for my runners, you are basically always working one leg at a time, right? And so moves like this are going to do just that. They're going to strengthen up all of those stabilizing muscles. You might notice a little shake in the knee area. That might reveal some just knee or ankle weaknesses. Weakness is a word. Didn't sound right, but it is a word. And you're doing just the right thing to strengthen them if you have that. So keep it up. Let's go 2 more. One more. Forward. Side. Side. Come to stand. Take those toe taps. Feels good. All right, guys. This one, just take a little step forward here. We're going to do some step back lunges. Final 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold this next one. Hold low. Whew. And really plant that front foot. We're going to lift and lower that heel. If that's not available for you today, just hold the lunge. Give me 3 more. Can you get a little lower? Last one, come to stand. Step opposite foot back and hold. Find that balance. Plant the foot down. Lift and lower. Great job, guys. Lift and lower. I'm not talking because I'm focused. I bet you are too. You're crushing it. Give me 1 more. Step on up. Good job, guys. And those toe taps. We're going to come on down onto our bum, just stretching it out a little bit. Or all the way down to our backs. Go ahead, lift one leg up. Draw it toward your chest. Could be a straight leg, could be a bent leg, whatever feels good. We're just releasing any tension. Go ahead, roll out the ankle. One side and then the other. And go ahead and point and flex the toe. Nice work today, guys. And let's switch. Same thing on the other side. So you might be thinking, why do I have to spend time in solitude? Why? And it brings to mind in scripture when Jesus, go ahead, point and flex the toe. When Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane, he's about to be arrested, put on trial, and ultimately crucified. He's talking with God and just shares such an intimate moment that's available to us only, really, when we limit other distractions and just seek him with our whole heart. Go ahead, bring that leg down. We're going to bring ourselves up. I'm actually going to read that passage of scripture for us as we end. But I want to just bring you into a nice ending pose. You could just sit on the heels here. You might come up on the toes. That might feel like a good stretch. If you are really feeling it today, you might come on down onto the forearms. You're going to feel that in the, what is that, quads as well. You might come all the way down. If there's another pose that you want to hold for a little bit, go ahead and do that. Again, this is about your body and your soul. All right, so I want to read that passage. This comes from Matthew chapter 26, starting at verse 36. Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, "Sit here while I go over there and pray." Jesus is saying, you stay there, I'm going off by myself. He took Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee along with him, and he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Going a little farther, he fell on his face to the ground and prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will." And so, friend, in this moment, Jesus models just this beautiful, beautiful relationship with the Father where he goes off by himself. He's in distress. And yet he's saying, God, your will be done. Even though this is hard, even though this hurts, I love you so much that I put your will above my own. Ladies, if we lived like that, our lives would be so different. So my prayer for you is that in these upcoming days, you're able to carve out some time for just you and your Father who loves you so dearly.